Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. Oh, my mic is really quiet. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream, where tonight we're taking a break from the madness that has been Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and jumping into the other speed game that I have been playing. I haven't really I've shown off a little bit on stream, but not too much. That's what we're going to do tonight. This is the SMURFS 2, The Prisoner of the Green Stone. Welcome, everyone. Hey-all. Hello. Welcome to the SMURFS 2. Yes, this is a game. This is indeed a video game. Clear some stuff off my good smurf on the Smurfs today. There is a lot. The dialogue is great. There is a lot of smurfing dialogue. We are gonna proper smurf on this game. I want to hear all of your best smurf puns in the chat. I am tired today. Well, one of the other reasons I really didn't want to run Rising tonight. We're not done with Rising, don't worry. I do want to get a run that's good enough for the board, but it's going to need a lot of practice on certain stuff. I probably need to learn something else, like Armstrong in particular. But weekend was very, very busy. I hope you managed to check out some of it. On Friday night, I was on the GDQ channel, my fourth GDQ channel appearance in my fourth Friday night GDQ appearance in a row. I've got one more this Friday because I've got fast travel as normal. But yes, by the end of this week, I will have been on the GDQ channel every Friday for 5 weeks in a row. So yeah. But I did my commentary for Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It went pretty well. I was a little behind at first because we were just told to watch the official stream and just commentate based on that. And I didn't realize at first I was accidentally watching the German restream, so I didn't understand why my commentary partner was like 5 seconds ahead of me. And I caught up. I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, it was good. It's a very it's a much trickier run than what I've been learning, because obviously I've been learning any percent new game plus hard, and the run was any percent new game hard, and yeah, much trickier run as a result of not having all of the upgrades straight away. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, and then over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. The Albion Speedrun Collective, that's the speedrun organization based in the UK that I am the founder and lead of. We had our first ever restream event ourselves. Our second event ever, outside of like the sort of affiliate streams that we did. But yeah, we were providing the English restream for an Italian speedrun marathon, Giochi d'un Fiato Primavera 2026. They raised a little over 5,000 euros for Medici del Mondo Italia, and it was an absolutely fantastic time. They did have some technical issues. They were struggling a little bit at times. There were a couple of runs that did have to get cancelled. But outside of those issues, it was really, really good. We all really enjoyed it. I did get pulled into commentary for one run because unfortunately, we did have a no-show with our commentators, which it's always going to happen in these cases. You just deal with it. So yeah, I did some very off-the-cuff commentary for Sifu, which was a game I had never seen before, never mind learned to knew the speedrun of. So yeah, me and Love and Floofen kind of muddied through that. At least Love and Floofen had played the game. I didn't want Floof to be on their own just in a game that they didn't know how to speedrun and had only played. I provided the commentary for the Hollow Knight race. That was awesome. The Hollow Knight race was one of the most impressive races I've seen and had the chance to commentate. Obviously, I don't know the speed run, but to be honest, it wasn't. It was a speed run. There were tactics on how to do it, but for the most part, it is just get through it without dying. It was a super impressive race. I absolutely loved watching it. The notes that I had were fantastic. They were a real help. Yeah, I love Hollow Knight, and I love Hollow Knight speedrunning. I'd love to do it myself, but that ain't happening anytime soon. So yeah, that was really good. And then the final one for me on Sunday evening, alongside Heidi. Heidi made her ACS marathon debut. She's always been in the background. She's always been on Discord and keeping an eye on things and stuff like that. She is on the ACS crew, and she kind of acts as my little outside voice. So, you know, whenever I've got an idea or whenever something comes up, she's that person who's kind of a little bit on the outside looking in, going, oh, actually, you might want to consider this or think about that or something like that. She's my personal advisor. She's my Jiminy Cricket. There you go. When it comes to ACS, Heidi is my Jiminy Cricket. But yes, she joined me on commentary for the GTA Vice City run. Hello, Cosmic. Oh, and hello, Rorschach. Headset is very loud.
I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky.
Welcome both. So yeah, she jumped in to provide some commentary for Vice City. She enjoyed it. She felt that she struggled a little bit with it because she didn't really know the speed run. She remembered the game, and I did try to give her some opportunities to jump in and talk about it. But I was actually really surprised. It's been, you know, people who watch me on the channel, you remember it's been a couple of years since I did learn. Was it the start of last year that I learned Vice City, or was it? I'm pretty sure it was a couple of years ago at this point. I'm gonna go and check speedrun.com. I don't think it. I think, is it user? Yeah, users. Nick RP Green. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I haven't posted that I'm live anywhere. I should do that, apart from like Blue Sky and all the automated ones. I should probably post a Speedromizer. Vice City 2 years ago, 2023, 13th of... Oh, in fact, actually, it was 3 years ago tomorrow that I completed my PB run of Vice City. 3 years tomorrow. That's that's really cool. That's really cool. What timing? Yeah, but I was really surprised at how much I remembered it. Like, things were happening and stuff like that, and I was keeping up with all of it. But it was really, really good. I really enjoyed commentating that run. I am planning an Italian fast travel and wanting to get runners on, and I am very tempted to reach out to the runner for that and ask if their English is good enough, if they'd be interested in being on. Because it was really, really good. It was sub hour in a marathon setting is really, really good for Vice City. Just under 1 hour and 4 minutes was my best. Well, I mean, the world record is 47 minutes and 57 seconds, which is crazy. Yeah. To get sub hour in a marathon setting is fantastic. It was such a good run. I think if I ever needed like a showcase of commentary, I needed to submit a run to show this is how good I am at commentary, that would definitely be up there as one of the ones that I'd submit. Because it was really good. And I really, really enjoyed it. We had a fantastic time over the weekend. Did Albion. The Italian speedrunners were really, really appreciative. They seem to really enjoy it, and yeah, it's been a really good journey doing that. Our team is is kind of in agreement that if the opportunity comes up again, we definitely like to do it again. The one downside we had is that we were up against speed-ons, GDQ's English restream of speed-ons obviously took a huge amount of the audience away. So it'd be interesting to know how much more, viewers were okay. I'd hoped we'd maybe get a few more volunteers to do some commentary. So it'd be interesting to see that done again when we're not competing against GDQ, to see just how much bigger we could possibly make it. Yeah, really, really good. So yeah, that's all of May out of the way. I've got one more event that I've submitted to and I am staff for, which is Steel City Speedsters at Teco, which is a live event in Philadelphia. I am tech staff for that because the Sunday of that event, they are doing it purely online. So I've submitted to run online, and I will be helping out with tech, and I'm helping out with tech in the build up to it. In fact, today's stream is going to be cut short now. We're going to finish at 11 p.m. because I've then got a meeting with them to go through some tech stuff. So that's why that's cutting that a little bit short. But the other one is Speedromizer. So Speedromizer is a marathon that's done twice a year. I've done it once previously. I ran Jay Cocoon's Story of the Tamamayi this time last year. And the idea with Speedromizer is you submit games that you want to teach, and you get given a random game to learn that someone else has submitted. So I think I only submitted Mini Ghost. And Mini Ghost is what was selected, and it's going to be a race, is the Mini Ghost race. I do have the schedule for that now, which I'll talk about later, because I'll go and find it. But the game that I got given was the SMURFS 2 Prisoner of the Green Stone. Now, I haven't finished learning it yet. There are 3 worlds, plus sort of a final level, which I've now learnt the first 2 worlds, so I've still got the rest of World 3 and the final level 2 to learn. I have already, because the schedule's out and all of that, I have already gone back to them and confirmed, yes, I'm happy to run it, I'll be fine. So I do need to sort of up the game a little bit with learning it. So going over the next couple of weeks, it's probably going to be half and half. I'm probably going to do a stream of SMURFS, a stream of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, or a stream of something else. I'm not sure yet. I might do some MGS3 or Keratin on Thursday, just because that's Thursday's the last day to submit a run for not speed-ons, for Gamescom. And I haven't got my submissions in yet, so I could use the opportunity to try and get try and beat the world record. But in any case, to be honest, I'll probably just upload that hotfix run. But anyway, let's jump into SMURFS. Show you what it's all about. I did show a little bit of this last week, but not a huge amount. It does have an auto splitter, and it is loading and move time, so we can take breaks, which is quite nice with this one. But obviously, I ideally don't want to do that. It's a very funky game. I did play through it and complete it first. It took me something like 13 hours to beat originally, but I wasn't like absolutely smashing through it. There is 100% to do if you really want to. There's a bunch of challenges and stuff like that, and there's loads of upgrades, which obviously I haven't worried too much about during learning the speedrun. The speedrun's a little over an hour. I don't think the 1 hour barrier has been beaten. I will check. I haven't checked the options for audio. No, if I ever alt tab away from the game, the audio cuts out. So it's not broken. I've tabbed out to go and look at something. Which I don't mind that in a game. I do wish it was something you could switch on and off. It's really useful when I'm learning a speed run on the stream, because as soon as I tab out, it cuts the track, it cuts the music, and we can watch whatever video. So it'd be good to switch it off for that and then switch it back on later, but that's beside the point. YouTube SMURFS. So the world record is 1 hour, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. And that is by Kinkaju Legend, who is the person who submitted this to Speedromizer and will be joining me for commentary. So let's get into it. Some of my practice. I've got a whole set of practice saves, so I don't need to worry about too much about that. We play on story mode, which is the easiest difficulty because I believe, I believe all it is you have less enemies that spawn and those enemies are easier to defeat because otherwise they just become damage sponges, and also, as you'll see very soon, we don't actually deal with enemies that often. You are, as the title of the stream says, you are not prepared for how broken this game is. I haven't played a game, I haven't speedrun a game this broken in a very, very long time. In fact, this is probably the most broken video game I have speedrun. Except maybe for Oblivion. Oblivion is probably the next closest. But because of that, Oblivion doesn't last very long. I'm just going to post in Speedromizer to say that I'm doing this. Doing this today so that anyone can jump in. I won't post it anywhere else. Just Speedromizer. How many people run this? That's a very, very good question. Let's go and have a look at the boards. Not many. Not many people do. And that's kind of one of the things with Speedromizer. You do tend to find that a lot of the games that get submitted to Speedromizer are games that haven't got that many runners because it's a good opportunity to get more people into those games. So the any percent run for this has 4 runners. Together they have provided 10 runs. And 8 people are following. And there's categories for any percent and 100%, and 100% has never been done. It would probably take a very, very long time. I say the world record from a year, it looks like everyone was playing this a little over a year ago, and then the community kind of stopped. So there's only 4 runners, 3 Americans, 1 German. And the times on the board vary from the world record of 1 hour 7:14 to 4th place is 1:23:07. Ideally, I'd like to be under 1 hour 10 because what I've played so far, I think I could probably do it. Certainly under 120 will be my first sort of barrier, and then every 5 minutes under that would be great. All right, so we're going to play on story, and time starts as soon as I start. It is an auto splitter, so it immediately gets started, which is great. It's always lovely to do that. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. And we're off. So the basic story is the Smurfs have headed to Gargamel's hovel because they are looking for something called the Green Stone. That was a deliberate restart to skip a unskippable cutscene.
I'm just asking who invited
so we're currently playing as Handy Smurf. We end up playing as 4 different Smurfs across the duration of the game. There we go, and we are done playing as Handy Smurf for a while. So we find the green stone, I think we play with it or do something to it, and it unleashes the interdimensional... I think interdimensional being is probably the best way to describe Solus.
Don't try to smurf me around, Gargamel. I don't...
There we go. So now we take over... we're now playing as Storm.
There.
This Smurf, and Storm is going to take us through these forest levels. So we are in pursuit of Stolus, the interdimensional being that has been unleashed and has caused all of this green stone to appear around the world. It is infecting the world. It is causing problems, and with Gargamel's help, yes, we have teamed up with Gargamel. We're going to try and stop it.
I should be able to heal myself with that flower.
So luckily we get to skip most of the cutscenes and stuff. I'll get back up there. Jump on here. Oh, I'm going to jump on it. There we go. Jump on here. You can see we can double jump and we can do a dash. So we have a lot of movement options in this game. It doesn't matter. Ideally, you don't want to hit this, but I did, so it doesn't matter too much. Slight time loss for you. Shoot these and slam that one. Oh.
We'll get to work. What are you waiting?
We want to grab some of these. They upgrade some of our special abilities. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to jump up here. We're going to keep jumping up here. Come on, jump. There we go, I'm on top. Over to here and smash that. Cool. And smash that one. And now we're going to go down here and fight this Christo Toad. So Christo Toad spawns.
I don't know who you are, but
He does look pretty dangerous, doesn't he? So we're going to fight the Christo Toad. So we'll go blam, 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 blam. There we go. He's pretty low on health now. There we go. So the Christo Toad's been defeated. And then we're just going to carry on through the level until we come across some more enemies. And I'm only joking with it. Yes, we are now in a completely broken environment. So this game basically wasn't made very well. Upgrade. Unfortunately, because I hit that tutorial. Because I hit that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Usually we skip that, but because I hit that cutscene, it did provide the trigger for that. So in this game, there are a lot of areas that only load in if you hit a certain loading trigger. So if at any point we can skip those loading triggers, then the game doesn't load correctly, and we can go and run around in this funky world. Where am I going now? It's been I'll be honest, it has been quite a while since I've run the first level. So yeah, we're not out of bounds. We have been out of bounds at times, but we're in bounds. It's just we have skipped the triggers to load this area of the world. So we are just in this sort of void-like state where the game world hasn't loaded in fully. And it allows us to just sort of skip through it all very, very quickly. And this is going to be what the first few levels look like. The opportunity to do this diminishes as the game goes on. But you'll find that this really is a game that was not play tested very well. The devs really didn't put that much attention into a lot of it. And as a result, it is incredibly easy to break. So yeah, the main takeaway, first of all, when you see me doing a lot of this stuff, none of it is particularly impressive. Most of it is really easy. That's why before I'd even finished learning the run, I watched a little bit of the SMURFS when I was a kid. I wasn't like a dedicated fan or anything, but yeah, I've watched a few episodes of the SMURFS as a child. There we go, up there. Sometimes, like that move that I just did there, it's not even about going out of bounds or anything like that. That one, it was just because we have this ridiculous traversal move set. So here's a bunch of enemies. Now, usually we have these arena moments where a bunch of enemies are going to spawn. You can see I've got a meter at the bottom that says 9 out of 9. Just trying to grab all this greenstone. This is 9 out of 9. We can't destroy that greenstone there until I've killed all of the enemies, and then it allows us to move on. But more often than not, the game's the game's I'm trying to think of the right word. The game, we could just bypass it. Geometry. The game's geometry has not been made very well, and there are so many ways to break stuff. So much so that whenever I've been watching the world record, there's no guide or tutorial for this game. I've just been watching the world record and doing what that does. Oh, there we go. That's quite a long jump. Yeah, so much so that whenever I've gotten to a point where a fight actually happens, I've immediately been like, no, I'm going to go and find out how you get above it. So again, this time we are actually going out of bounds. This can be a bit tricky to get up. There we go. Good. So, yeah, now we're out of bounds. We should not be up here. Got to be careful here, because I don't want to fall there. And that is the end of the first level. We're just gonna walk up here and head over to the abandoned barn. Nice. Gold split. So, abandoned barn. Second level in the forest. We've got to go and find... I think we've got to go and find the farmer. Or whoever owns the miner who owns the barn. I don't know. They seem to be on the hunt for a human. Oh, hopefully I'm okay. Yep, there we go. So once again, walls and barriers in this game are quite often just a suggestion. Here you actually saw that area load in because we deliberately hit the loading zone trigger for it. We want to grab the honey there. The honey's probably the most powerful weapon in the game, and that's the one we're going to be using more often than not. I need to come over here. I've got a careful jump here. There we go. Cool. And here I'm going to destroy this greenstone because it's actually a bit easier to traverse this section. There is a death plane. We are still out of bounds, and there is a death plane below me. If I step in the wrong area, it's not the whole thing. It's not that the whole thing is a death plane, but there is a death plane under there if you step in the wrong area. So it's easier to just try and stay on top. We're gonna head over here. We're gonna obviously we don't want to fall into the void. If you fall into the void, eventually you will just take a death. Well, I say take a death. If you fall in this game, if you fall out of bounds, if you fall, down a pit or in water, you just take a bunch of damage and respawn elsewhere. So we're going to hit a cutscene here, and we also hit a checkpoint, which we're now going to restart at the previous checkpoint because then that fixes the game and puts us back in. We're going to go and grab a second substance. So our weapon's called the SMURFS mix, which allows us to get these substances. That one's... Oh. There we go. And again, the crystals there are just a suggestion.
Let's try using this substance to open a path.
So the substances that we collect, we can use as weapons. We automatically start the game with a greenstone, sort of greenstone weapon. Oh, come on. There we go. Here, there's a puzzle. We're just going to ignore the puzzle. Puzzles in this game do also tend to be optional. Like this one here, I'm going to fire this push all into the middle of that because there is there's a trigger for that. Bash there. Oh, bash there to destroy that greenstone. And then we've got another fight here. We're going to trigger the fight. I'm going to jump on this rock, allowing me to jump back up here. And I'm going to run back over here. And as soon as the music changes and one of the enemies dies, there we go, I can now move back. That has despawned the fight because we shouldn't be able to go backwards from that fight. And as you can see, the barrier is gone, so we can just move across. Let's try using this substance. Oh, that was a big one. Do that. You'll see whenever there's like a bit of greenstone around, there's these two big chunky pieces. The idea is you focus on destroying those and it will destroy everything else. I do, at the moment, go overboard with the amount of greenstone that I destroy that's used for upgrades. So I do go overboard with how much I get. Yep, we'll skip another puzzle there. Eventually, I will sort of cut down and prioritize exactly which bits of greenstone I want to get. But at the moment, I'm sort of going for, you know, almost everything that I see just to be on the safe side. There we go. A time where I am actually going to use some greenstone. The puzzle mechanics. Okay. That one, we will smash that one. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? There we go. Oh. So yeah, as I say, the idea being with the game is that there's 4 different substances that we can pick up, and they're used for puzzles and they're also used for fighting. And now we're going to do our first bit of upgrades. We're going to upgrade that to 2. We're going to upgrade the firing speeds. Oh, maybe I'm not going to upgrade the. Okay, maybe I'm not going to upgrade the fighting speed. And this is a wave where we do actually have to fight. Each Smurf that we play as has like a special ability. Storm's is that she has a bow. You can see that the bow is currently being charged, where it says LB at the bottom. So every attack that I land charges the bow slightly more. Ow. And then we try and use the bow to take out the bigger enemies. There's going to be another big enemy there. Take him out. And there's... Oh, one more. Done. Grab the next Smurf mix item. This is the catch-all. So the previous one was the push-all. And we now have the catch-all. Grab a bit more of that. Come on. There we go. So the catch-all kind of provides a string between different items.
I'm in the cabin, guys. There's nobody here.
So we need to use the catch-all on that sort of lift that we were looking at. And of course, I'm kidding. We can just bypass that. Some more greenstone.
If it attacks humans too, that's really bad.
I think I made a mistake with my upgrade. I think I was only supposed to upgrade the go out of bounds here. I think I was only supposed to upgrade the damage and not the firing speed. We don't use the greenstone much for fighting. In the next level, we're going to try and get enough greenstone to be able to upgrade the honey, which is the best weapon. And in my casual playthrough, I guessed that the honey was going to be the best weapon because it was the one I gravitated to because it was so fast. That's 10 second gold split, which is nice. So move on to the final forest world. This is the final forest level. This is the final level for the storm. This is very pretty. It's a very pretty level. This level slows down a little bit. There's not quite as much out of bounds stuff in this one. And then there is our first boss fight at the end of it as well, which I still haven't got the fastest version of that fight yet. So that's something that I'm still working my way towards. But whilst this level doesn't have as much out-of-bounds stuff, there is still some out-of-bounds stuff to do right here. Oh. Getting this one started, I've always found is a bit tricky. So I want to be... No! Unfortunately, you can't jump back up there. Every time I fail... Oh! Every time I fail this, I've got to go back, jump on top of the log again. Come on, Nick. There we go. It's getting into that corner. There we go. And we've got to be careful there because there is a there is a death plane there. All right, so we're out of bounds again. Ooh, up there. Go. I'm gonna go this way. This way. As you can probably tell, priority with moving is to try and dash. Do this forward dash with square as often as possible. It is the fastest way to maneuver. There's a short cooldown on it. So we don't want to be in the air. We actually want to be on the ground as much as possible. Because whilst we're in the air, we can't dash. Okay, and we're back inbounds again. Here we're going to ignore this this puzzle by just jumping. You're supposed to use the honey to the honey is used to stick enemies. And get that ready. Chow, kill both of those at the same time. Okay, surprisingly, a fight that we actually have to do. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Smash. Here we're going to have to wait for some lily pads, so I'm going to try and take out as much of this green stone that's just lying around as I can. So there's that bit there, and there's that bit over there. There you go, there's the lily. Now we're going to ignore the lily pads now and just go over here on my own. This was the thing that I shot earlier through some greenstone. This is a common puzzle mechanic that comes up. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be a way to get onto those early lily pads. Ooh, careful. Taking a foolish dive into the water here is very, very time consuming, because you do just go back to the last stable ground that you were on. Get up here. Again, another fight that we do actually just do. Take that one out with my arrow because it's faster. Oh, nearly. Again, here we can just completely bypass this whole area by just jumping down there. Sometimes it is about like going out of bounds, and other times it is just simply the developers just didn't do a very good job with collisions and general game layout. So here we have another classic. We're gonna smash that and then jump. And yeah, there's just an invisible wall here that we can just jump up, get over the top. Come on. There we go, and we're over. Like, just collision in this game is just bad. Very, very badly designed. So this level has had a little bit of out of bounds. There's going to be a lot more in the next one, but then the final two levels of the second world, there's actually no out of bounds and no deloading at all. It is still, though, a level of just completely bypassing everything because the game's not developed very well. Don't have to get this one, but I get it just to be on the safe side in case I forget one later. Again, that should be a block that I'm pushing out of the way. We don't need to put it... I'm not going to get to that in time. I actually don't even have the... I don't even have the juice for that. these things that you see around here, they sort of trigger chain reactions. So if I use the push all, which is the one that sort of, well, the one that pushes blocks around, it would trigger a chain reaction of sort of mini explosions, which will push all these other boxes that you can see lying around, like that one there. It just sort of starts a chain reaction of those then getting pushed around as well.
I can see you everywhere.
So that's the voice of Stolas. He is our main antagonist in this game. We've got another big arena fight here. So of course we're going to do the sensible thing and completely bypass it. We'll just go into the middle of here and over the top. Oh, I landed in the water, so that's going to take me back. Oh, okay, only took me back to there, so that's fine. There we go. And quick, turn around and shoot the greenstone. There we go, another fight bypassed. This fight I do actually have to do. But it'll be over very, very quickly because there we go, it's over. Oh, no, there's still one more critter. Where is he? Oh, there's still another one. There we go. That's a little slow, but okay. All of them. All of them. We just want to get on that lily pad. Continue following the thanks quest. Not like I have a lot of choice. The risky move there to... There we go. There's just the tiniest little bit of log that we can actually land on there. Here we should be using the grab all, but we don't. We're just going to ignore it because the other thing with this, some of it is about collisions not being correct and invisible walls and stuff that we can climb. But in a lot of cases, it's actually just simply that the developers didn't really consider just how much height and distance you can get with your moveset. We're going to see that again here in just a second. So shoot another one of these, get this out. And then I think there's something somewhere. I think it might be in the next... I think it might be in here. Yeah, we're supposed to... You can see that there's a grabby thing there that we're supposed to use, but we don't need to use it because we have just enough distance on our moveset to get across there. So yeah, say some of it is the developers didn't really consider that the moveset you have, if used efficiently, can get you so far. We're going to do our next set of upgrades. This is for the sticky all. So 2 on there. That's all I've got. Oh, am I behind? Because I'm pretty sure I should be... Damn. Yeah, I think grabbing that upgrade earlier. Yeah, I was not supposed to grab that firing speed upgrade. So I am behind on... I'm behind on upgrades now. If I can get enough greenstone... How many do I need for that upgrade? 2,500. Because the thing is, as you upgrade your weapons, they level up. And with every level that you get, you can add an extra ability to it. Like a bonus effect to it. In the case of the honey... I think the first one is that the fire rate increases as it heats up. So all of the substances that you get, they heat up as you fire, and if you overheat, then you lose the substance. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the fast kill on on Stolas here because I have not got enough upgrades for it. But this is the first fight. Unfortunately, I think if I recall correctly, you fight Stolas 3 times, and the fights are identical, and it's the only boss fight.
was just an appetizer. Let's get on with the main course.
So yeah, this is going to be quite slow. He should already be at about half health here. But yeah, because I haven't got the other upgrade that I should have, and then the bonus upgrades, so I'm firing a lot slower than I should be doing because I stupidly spent greenstone that I wasn't supposed to spend. He's going to do his punch attack. This is now where he's going to spawn a bunch of enemies. Take them out with the honey. Take that one out with that. I think that was all of them. Yep, he's now going to do his bash attack.
Go back where you came from, you little squirt.
If you have all the upgrades and you do well, that is where the fight ends. We shouldn't be doing this this phase. However, even with all the upgrades, I've never finished the fight there. I've not managed to get the damage off correctly. So I'm actually going to, even though I'm behind on upgrades, I actually finished the fight at pretty much the same time I normally would anyway. So that probably means there should be no excuse for me anymore. Cool, so that's the end of the forest. As you can see, I lost quite a bit of time on that one. Oh, should be just skipping. So before we can go anywhere else, we need to just head over to Handy Smurf, have a chat with him, and he's going to upgrade our Smurfomix so that we can upgrade it further. We're going to come and talk to Gargamel, and in this cutscene, Storm decides to take a break, and during the break, Dimwitty, this Smurf, grabs the Smurfomix and jumps into a portal, which was not the plan. So now we get to play as Dimwitty. Dimwitty, I don't know about the other two yet for what their bonus abilities and how much we use. I know what their bonus abilities are because I've played through the game, but I don't know whether they're used much in the speedrun. Dimwitty's isn't used at all. Dimwitty's bonus is completely useless in the speedrun. It's a giant carrot that attracts enemies towards it. So here, we're going to hop up to here. Oh, come on, Dimwitty. Don't let me down. There we go. And just like that, we have skipped a loading trigger, and the level has now deloaded. Now, this level, we have 3 save slots available in the game. This is going to be one of the levels where I make sure, as a backup, that I have a save slot ready to reload this level. One of the things with these sort of deloaded areas and out of bounds is that if anything goes wrong and you have to reload, then you kind of lose all of the deloaded stuff. And also, quite often when you're out of bounds or deloading, the level doesn't, the checkpoints don't work properly, and you can't restart a level. You can only restart back from the last checkpoint. So there's one point in this level where if you make a wrong move, then the run's basically over. You can reload. Oh, careful. You can reload, but you'd have to then do the level as normal. And there is no second chance of doing it. You can't go back to Gargamel's hovel and then restart the level or anything like that. The game doesn't work like that. Oh, there we go. So there's these moments in the mountainous area where there's wind that's supposed to stop you from progressing, but for the most part we just ignore it. We just deal with it. So here, because that bit of debris was there and it had a hitbox. Oh, I've got enough to finally do this now. There we go. And a large additional projectile is fired. No, it's the second one, which is the speedy up one. That's why I was so close.
Blah, 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 can't hear you.
Dimwitty's lines are pretty good. You know, we can completely ignore this section because we can just about get up there. Break that. And we are still in a kind of broken state. It doesn't look like it because this area has loaded in, but further areas haven't loaded in. You can see the geometry and you can see that doesn't look correct. By going over here, we can then go back again, and this is now all deloaded. There's a tricky jump here where we want to try and get as far over to the other side as possible. Take a death, and hopefully it'll respawn me. This one's tricky. I've not quite understood exactly how this one works, but if it works, I'll respawn above where I am rather than back where I started. It's impossible to get across the gap. I don't quite understand exactly how this one's triggered. There we go. Eventually it works. I'm just not quite sure why, what it is that has to be done. Thankfully, you cannot die and get a game over. Right, this is the jump. If I miss that jump, then that is the run dead. Pretty much. I have to be very, very careful on that one. That is the one jump that is the reason why this level is I'm gonna have a save point for it. Yeah, save back up for that one, because that one's really nasty. Go over here, and there's a little white. There we go. I want to aim for that white block. Cool, we're good. We are past the really nasty bit of this level. And now we're just going to pretty much run to the end of the level whilst the level hasn't loaded correctly. As I said about health, if you take a death, then you return to the last checkpoint. However, you cannot. That's only by being hit by an enemy. I don't know about falling in water, actually. No, falling in water doesn't count either, because that where I was deliberately taking a hit by falling out of bounds, eventually you land in water. You can't die to falling in water. You can only take damage. Go over that bit. So if you are on no health and then you fall in water, then it doesn't matter. You don't take a continue. But we are nearly done with Ice Ambush. So thankfully that one bit where you have to deliberately take damage and fall into the void, you can keep repeating that over and over again until you get it right, whether or not you've got any health. It just means you can't take any damage later. On to Depths of the Mountain. Depths of the Mountain is a very, very interesting level. It's probably the longest. I don't know about the rest of the game because I haven't learnt it all yet, but it's the longest level that I've learnt so far. This level is about 12 minutes long. And there is no deloading. There is no out of bounds. But we will never use any... we'll never use any of the substances for puzzles. In fact, I don't think we even do a fight. But this is... I really... as much as it's a bit of a pain because it's so long, I actually really like this level because it really is... wouldn't normally get that one, but because I am a little bit behind... because, again, level geometry is bad, we can bypass so much of the game, and so much of this level just by playing well. There we go. So yeah, this is a really, really cool level as a result. There's a bit of a tricky jump here. So I'm going to just line this one up. And I missed it. Okay, never mind. That sometimes happens. To be honest, it's just not too bad because it gives me an opportunity to get some more of this. Just ignore the enemy. Ignore the enemies. Head straight for the portal. We do need to shoot that. So we get to here. We can ignore the puzzle mechanic because we can. This has a hitbox for us to jump on. Here, we can completely avoid a fight. Oh, I tell a lie. That's the only one of those we're going to use. But that was an arena that we just skipped, just by not touching the floor at the right point. Oh, camera, please. There you go. Here, if you take damage like this, it pushes you upwards. Oh, that was bad timing. What you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to use the... let's go now. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the honey to stop this... to stop the wheel, and that blocks off the wind from pushing you. But... where am I? Oh, I know, right. Okay, I'm good. But if you just time it well, then you can just avoid the wind as you're moving around. We've got another arena here. This is an arena. It is actually going to spawn, but there's a very, very precise jump. There we go. You can get up there. In the world record run that I've been watching, the runner says that that's the hardest jump in the game. I really don't think it is. But it's kind of funky. Things slow down a little bit here as we have to shoot some of these plants. Now there's new mechanics with these plants. Not only are they slippery, so we slide a little bit on them, but they also disappear as I move along them. And then in the final zone, there is going to be another one of these plants, and it's going to do something slightly different. This way. Go over here. Here. Try and skip out as much as that's possible. Bam. Nice. All of that, I can't remember what's up there and all that, but ignore all of that. That's a really big one, so we want to slam that. And then we'll go down here. Whee!
I need to hang on tight.
I understand there is some sort of trick about getting this thing to move faster, but I haven't looked into it yet because it wasn't. The world record didn't manage to do it, and I haven't watched anything else other than the world record run yet. Some more greenstone here, so we'll grab that. Yeah, we should be getting that block out of the way, but we can just ignore it because who cares about successfully blocking off something? Bam. Bam. These are some tricky jumps. So we're trying to completely bypass a puzzle here with some very, very precise jumps. Oh, made it. Nice. There is a backup with that one if that fails. So I'm kind of glad that I'm glad I got it first try. Wouldn't normally get that one, but as I already know that I'm a little behind, I'm trying to play it safe. Go this way. Bam. Oh, bam. There we go.
Moving slower.
Oh, that's a slam. That's really big. What have we learned so far? We have learned that obstacles are just suggestions. Oh, go on, Dimwitty. There we go. Obstacles are just suggestions. That really is the be-all and end-all of this speedrun. Obstacles are suggestions. Oh, come on, Dimwitty. There we go. And sometimes there are ledges and stuff where I don't think the developers intended to actually put ledges. There are definitely plenty of areas in the game where there should have been blocks. The Crystal Toads, they're back. We actually get to fight them this time. And if you actually believe me, then you haven't been paying attention. Yeah, we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight the Crystal Toads. I am, however, gonna get that health just to be on the safe side because it's a little low. I want to go here to jump, 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 jump. There we go. Slam. There we go. And that's that fight ignored. And we're back on the mountain again. It's a very varied level. There's so much different stuff going on. Yeah, we're inside this. We start off inside this big cavern. Now we're outside on the edge of the mountain. On. Yeah, just a really, really long level. But as I say, I do kind of like it. It's I'm not sure I'd say it's my favorite level. I'm not sure if I have a favorite level, but this one is kind of cool with how much stuff there is in it. And again, obstacles are suggestions. Here we're gonna jump up onto there. Oh. Can actually, I believe you can actually jump up. There we go. That's it. That's where it is. Jump around. Completely bypass another fight. Oh, I always forget that I then need to drop down here. It's a bit slow. Watch out here, because it's quite... Am I going the right way here? Yeah, I do think I am. Yeah, I'm going the right way. I'm thinking of another bit later on. Slam. Get all of that. Oh! Luckily part of that ledge was I could still jump on. What am I doing? Where am I going? Oh, well, I'm going over there. Whoops. Obstacles are optional. Slam.
Whoa, it's really narrow. Let's try not to fall.
The voice acting in this game is pretty good for the most part. For me, from a casual perspective, because I did complete it casually, it's not bad. It's, you know, it is designed for kids, so it is, but it is a solid, you know, it feels quite Ratchet and Clanky. I think Ratchet and Clank is kind of just as sort of pure gameplay goes, is the best comparison that I have for it, in that it's a sort of third-person platformer / shooter. It gets a bit repetitive because, you know, it is just do some platforming, get into arena with some enemies, do some more platforming, get into another arena with some more enemies. But, you know, it was fun. I did enjoy my playthrough of it. I'm gonna just ignore all the enemies there. Slam down because it's a little quicker. Slam. Oh, that didn't.
I've got no energy.
Oh, Dimwitty does indeed have no energy, so you need to be a little bit careful here. So yeah, we're kind of on this this big sort of section where I am actually playing, apart from some of these jumps to avoid certain platforms. This is actually the game as intended for a little bit. shouldn't have to worry too... Oh! Can I recover this, or do I need to... There we go. There's always a way! And then up this really big long path. As you can see by lights, but this is the first time I've actually done this much of the game in one sitting. Shoot that one over there. I'll go this way.
Challenge this way.
No, Dimwitty, we're not going to do any challenges today. Thank you.
Smurfer bombs again. Must be on the right path.
Grab some health. I'm a little bit behind on health. I was trying to get the green stone. Never mind. Oh, I'll get that health as well. Then we'll just go and jump up here a little bit. Come on. Come on, Dimwitty. Keep going. There we go. Done. And another fight has been bypassed. So yeah, this is the thing that I really like about this level is the fact that there's just it's not about going out of bounds. It is about using the game's geometry to just bypass so much. You saw that bit there. I just completely ignored where I was supposed to go. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that block. Just jump over it. Why not? Oh no. Another fight. Whatever will we do? Oh, hang on. Is this the one where I actually have to do it? I don't think I... No. No. No, there's no fight. I don't think there's any fights we have to do in this level. The next level there is. We do in the next level we do actually play quite a lot of the level. Again, as intended, there are some unskippable fights. Here. Whoa, where am I going? I am a bit lost. Oh. Wasn't supposed to fall down there. I was supposed to go up here. Whoops. Never mind. Oh, careful. Oh dear. That was a bad jump. Bad jump. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't die, but actually I probably would have been better off dying there. Right. Come on. Careful. That's better. There we go. That's better. Okay. Just there. One of them. Blam. I'm also sort of the opinion that this was the bit I was thinking of when I was really doubt whether I was going the right way or not. I'm also kind of the opinion of I should probably go for as much greenstone early as I can, because then the moment I get to the point where it's like, right, I have enough greenstone to get whatever final upgrades I need, I can just completely start ignoring greenstone altogether.
When you got it smart, you got it smart.
There is. What's this? Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. Smash. I was pleasantly surprised with this. There were a couple on the Speedromizer list that I was kind of like, I was kind of hoping for one of the Resident Evils, because I was like, this would be a great excuse to finally learn a Resident Evil run. But at least this year, like with last year when I learned Jade Cocoon, at least this year it's a game I hadn't heard of the game. I didn't know of.
Who's crouching?
I didn't know this game. I didn't know this game existed, but I'd at least heard of the Smurf. I knew the IP, even if I had never heard of the game. All right, and that is gonna finally be it for Depths of the Mountain. We do meet up with Stolas again. Dimwitty doesn't ever fight Stolas. Dimwitty gets to completely ignore Stolas. Cool, so we move on to Vertiginous Descents. There's no out of bounds and deloading in this one either. And unlike the previous one, there are actually going to have to be fights and mechanics that we have to do in this one. That's not to say there aren't skips and stuff. There are still things we can do to speed things up. Whoops. That wasn't a very good jump. Controlling Dimwitty in these avalanche sections can be a little bit tricky at times. He doesn't always want to go the way the camera does. I do love Dimwitty's unboundless optimism. He's not scared at all because he's too stupid to be scared. And he's the one who convinces the other Smurfs that they should be helping Stolas rather than just trying to defeat him. Because it turns out Stolas has been locked away inside the Green Stone for a very long time. He is the titular prisoner of the Green Stone. There's another one of these here, so we're going to get this. So I think I learned, if I recall, I think I learned this level last night.
Whoa, it's really narrow. Let's try not to
fall. So yeah, Stolas is, as much as he is the main antagonist, you know, the Smurfs do feel sorry for him and they want to try and help him. But Stolas isn't really wanting to accept our help. Here, you can get past this block without shooting it, but it's easier to shoot it.
Yeah, the last one to the bottom of the mountain is one of Gargamel's.
Talk about the format. I got confused by the format because I couldn't understand a lot of it until it took me a while to it took me a moment to realize that it wasn't actually a draw, it was just a reveal. The draw, oh, I gotta go this way. So here might look like we're going down to our death, but nope, there is collision here and we can jump up here. Oh, there we go. Must make sure I grab that honey, because I actually do need to do a puzzle mechanic here. There we go. Yeah, it took me a while to realize that it wasn't actually the random draw that was happening. It was the it was just the reveal. The draw had already been done because I was like, this year we got given like choices of which games we didn't want to do. I was like, how's that going to work with this random draw? And then yeah, as I say, I finally worked it out. I was like, oh, the draw's already happened. This is just how they're revealing it. Bypass most of the mechanics there. I did still feel like it could have been faster. One thing I don't like about Speedromizer is that their reveal takes like 3 hours. It's a bit ridiculous. All right. We actually have a fight that we have to do. So here we're going to upgrade this. Hopefully if I've got enough. Yay, I got it right this time. Firing becomes faster the longer it's held. This is why we grabbed the honey earlier. Done. So that is actually a fight that we do have to do. I tried myself. I tried to get over all of that and couldn't do it. Oh, where's the... Oh, I've forgotten to grab the push all. Or is it... No, not the push all, the grab all. Because I believe this is a block that we can't get past that block either. It's almost like they... Oh, don't get hit by a block when you're doing that, because it will kill you. So here we can... I'm actually back on track with weapons and upgrades now. Oh, that wasn't very good. Try that again. Let's actually do it from the correct position. There we go. So again, huge section bypassed.
Is it over already?
Do you want to go this way? Sometimes you can shotgun blast, sometimes you can't shotgun blast. There we go. Oh, let's grab. This one we can bypass. Come on, dimwit E. There we go. Other thing is the fight arena music is always the same. It is always this theme. It never changes. This level is nowhere near as long as the previous. In fact, I believe we're not that far off finishing.
Can you hear us? Storm and I have smurfed up an idea about Stolas.
Again, obstacles are usually optional. Just suggestions.
We don't think much of Gargamel's plan to imprison Stolas.
Especially since it sounds like he's already spent a long time in there. We've smurfed a way to save your new friend without hurting him.
Oh, that's Smurf. Thank you.
We'll explain
One other thing that's kind of weird with this game,
That's the word.
we can completely ignore that puzzle by jumping on those, is for some reason, here's a fight where we don't have to do. This one's a bit tricky though. I want to get up on top of here. It's about there. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh no! Oh, this one's really awkward. Oh, and it doesn't help that now the place where I've got enemies.
Okay, let's stay alert.
There we go. Got there eventually. For some reason, the subtitles don't match the dialogue in a lot of cases. This is a tricky jump. What we want to do here is we want to try, if I can, to get on here. There we go. We're bypassed. Ideally, we want to get up on top of one of these ledges, although we want to grab that anyway. But yeah, we skipped quite a lot of the puzzle. That is a trick that the world record missed. But as soon as I saw what he attempted to do, it's like, okay, I see what the intention is here. So I think that could probably be a little quicker, although we do want to grab that that upgrade. And here we want to ignore this. Go down here. Should just landed. Whee! Try and cut the corners out as much as possible. Whee! And we are now nearing the end. In fact, we are pretty much at the end.
Yes, I think so.
Hello? Dimwitty.
Yeah, I can hear you. You don't need to repeat everything. Oh, I've just reached the village of trees, Papa Smurf.
It's called the forest, Dimwitty.
Unfortunately, we are done with Dimwitty. I do think he's got the best dialogue. He's probably the funniest Smurf. But yeah, our time with Dimwitty is over. We go into Gargamel's hovel.
I was in.
And put the Smurfomix down.
The other Smurfs tell him, nope, you do not do anything again. And now we switch over to Brainy. Once again, we talk to Handy and then walk away from him. He upgrades the...
During your adventure.
Oh, I just got to travel through the next portal. Ah, missed it. Yeah, it's weird for... Oh, that's because that's not the next portal. I haven't actually learned how to get into the next portal. It's up here. There we go. All right, that's it. That is everything I have learnt so far. So there is still 3 levels here. Boiling Bath, Smurf Paradise, and Volcanic Panic. And then we circle all the way back round. We play as Handy Smurf again, which is who we played as right at the start of the game. And then we go into the astral nothingness and finish the game. 1 hour and 2 minutes, pretty much bang on to get to Boiling Baths. Significantly behind. World record is 1 hour, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. That would give me a little over 5 minutes to complete the rest of the game. But if I go and look at the world records, because one thing I do want to check actually, because this is the first time I've actually gone through all of this in one sitting, is I do want to check I know I've got all the upgrades plus one extra one. So the world record at this point has a level 3 honey, which I have, 9,000 greenstone, which I have way more, and 15 of whatever the other, I can't remember what the secondary currency is called. And I've got 25. So, because I do remember deliberately getting one spare one. So yeah, I'm definitely on track for upgrades and other stuff. At this point, loading remove time, the world record is at... actually, I'm looking at entering Gargamel's hovel rather than entering the next area. There we go. So, at this point of the run, the world record is 46:34. So I am 17, 18 minutes behind. Which is understandable. Obviously, I haven't done a full run of this yet. I've got a lot of work to do. I am going out of my way a lot more to get upgrades and to get currency and stuff. So as it's not a huge surprise. And the boss fights could be better. There's a couple of bits where I'm struggling a little bit. Obviously, I've got a lot of work to do. I haven't even finished learning the game yet. I am going to just take those best segments, though. And in fact, I'm going to take the best segments for the ones I've just done and stick them in the segment time. There we go. So I do actually have times to run up against. So I have an hour and a half before I need to finish. We've got to finish the stream early today because I'm in a meeting. Actually, I just noticed I've got a notification on Discord. Oh, cool. It's nothing important. I've only got an hour and a half. So the question now is whether we do another run of what we've just done, or do you want to see me start learning? Probably got time to, at least time to learn Boiling Baths, maybe the second level. I mean, I said the world record is 1 hour and 7. So from the world record run being at just about 47 minutes, there's only 20 minutes left. So the final few levels must be a lot quicker than the others. I don't know if there's... Doesn't look like I've got... Well, actually, I can... Baths... Boiling Baths is apparently 5 minutes. Paradise is 7 and a bit minutes. The Astral Nothingness, the final level, is less than 5 minutes. And actually, those final levels, he has put some currency totals on. Volcanic Panic. Okay, so I know that I can see all of them. Baths is 5 minutes. Paradise is 7.5 minutes. Volcanic Panic is 4 minutes. And Astral is another 5 minutes. So they're not that long. Which means the second level, the second level of the mountains, depths of the mountain, is the longest level. Took me 17.5 minutes. I think it can be done in 12. Or something like that. I'm currently at 7.5. Actually, Enchanted River took me 12 minutes, but that's still, yeah. Most levels can be done in under 10 minutes. So yeah, I say, question is do you want me to do the run again, or do you want to see, or do you want to see me start learning boiling baths as we're here? I'm going to take a short break anyway, only a short one. I'm just basically go to the loo and grab a drink. So if anyone has any thoughts in the chat, then do let me know. If not, I'll figure out when I get back. All right, see you all in a mo. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Tuesday night speedrunning. Well, we're playing speedrunning, probably the most broken speedrun I've ever played. The SMURFS 2, The Prisoner of the Green Stone. We're going to do another run of everything I've learned so far. I haven't got the video set up to start learning the next bit. I don't want to spend too much time trying to get that set up, I don't think. So yeah, we're just gonna do another run. I've added in, because the world record splits do actually say how much greenstone you should have for each upgrade. So hopefully that means that I can keep a better eye on it and not take so much time trying to get it all. So let's give it another go. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. So you can see I have now added the 2.6k, 8k, all the greenstone that we're going to need. And I feel confident that I think I will still get that extra greenstone. Not extra, the plant thing. I might still get that spare one, because that big jump that I did, where you then have to try and land and early to be as far up the icy slope as possible. You could completely ignore the one down on the floor there if you've got another one elsewhere. So I might do that. But no. Anyway, new game. Save over the one we've just done. Three, 2, 1.
Are you sitting comfortably?
3, 2, 1, go. I think ideally for the run, the better thing for the timer, certainly like in a marathon setting, is going to be as soon as you push the button off the back of the first.
I'm just asking.
Off the back of the first loading screen. That's more the time. The timer has technically started, but it's basically nothing.
Isn't that right, Dimwitty?
Oh, that was a little bit slow.
Okay,
Never mind.
a little.
Thank you. Ojunkafati? Apologies if I butchered that name. And into Heart of the Forest. Wow! Nice start. Alright, off we go. Heart of the Forest. In pursuit of Stolas. Our objective, pretty much for the whole game, is to be in pursuit of Stolas. So it is kind of funny that that the missions tell us that. Oh, come on, Nick! Don't start losing time straight away.
I should be able
See
to
if I can
heal
do this
myself with
better.
that flower. Hey.
There we go. Ah, I'm not going to skip that. Thankfully, you don't have to, but you do skip.
Earlier you mentioned a flower that smurfed into a slimy puddle, didn't you?
Yes, one of my experiments with the greenstone. If you hadn't come along to play the party mover, I could have studied it.
Well, get to work. What are you waiting for? Our permission?
Ugh.
Get to work, get to work.
The green stone seems to react to this. Perhaps I can use it to improve the Smurfs mix.
Oh. There we go. All good. What about almost all? I mean, I need enough greenstone for upgrades later. Mostly at the moment because I mean I haven't even finished learning the game yet. I'm only running everything I've done so far. So because I'm still fresh, I'm playing it safe with greenstone to make sure that I'm definitely getting enough. As I get more confident in how much I need to get, I will start cutting back on how much I get. So yeah, unfortunately, because I didn't skip this is a really annoying tutorial. Because I didn't skip that cutscene earlier, that still triggers. One thing I have just added all of the greenstone totals that I need for each upgrade, so I can focus a little bit more on how much greenstone I actually have. Yeah, so right now I am aiming for 2,600. I have 840, so that tells me sort of where I need to be at. I keep getting lost here. There we go. I'm okay now. Yeah. I think the first level is probably the most broken of all of them. Which probably means the first level is the most optimized. You probably find there's plenty of stuff that hasn't been found yet in this game. Oops, there we go. I'm okay. Whee! Here we can completely ignore all of this. Huh, huh, huh. Smash all that. Through here. There is a far more optimal way of smashing all of this greenstone. That's better. I'm just gonna... There we go. So I've actually got my 2.6k that I need. So... But also that doesn't mean that I should just stop getting greenstone, because the more greenstone I get now, the less I'm going to need later. But it does not mean I don't need to worry too much about going, you know, quite so far out of my way to get absolutely everything. That one. Up here. Oh, that was much quicker to getting out of bounds this time. That was a bit quicker as well. Cool. So the only bit with that level that kind of messed up was still hitting that trigger, but time save. We'll take that. All right, off we go. And up, over, hop. Oh, come on. There we go. I want to drop down here. Guess we need to hit the loading trigger for this area. There we go. That loading trigger has to be hit. I don't actually know whether this honey has to be grabbed. It is the first honey in the game to grab, so I do wonder if grabbing it causes problems later. There we go. Oh, that was much smoother going through that section. The world record is, if I recall correctly, whoops, wrong way, is 1 hour and 7 minutes. Where I'm currently at with my learning, I am about 15-20 minutes behind. Well, hey, Sergeant Deagle!
A message from SGT Deagle, who has now subscribed on Twitch for 32 months. Woo smush.
Thank you very much for the resub, buddy. Restart there to now load everything in.
Liquid.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you point a weapon at your own brother. Not quite quick enough with that shot, because it should kill all of them. Okay, I really don't need any time at the moment now, I think. Whoops. I can probably ignore like the ones where I'm just randomly shooting at these. The easiest ones to get are these ones where you are right next to them and you can just do a quick bounce on them. Oh, go on, Storm. There we go. Or these ones where you can just do one quick shotgun blast. Oh. Come on. There we go. Oh. Come on. There we go. That one you should be able to do in one hit. There you go. Back we go so that we can despawn it. Lovely. Completely ignore the enemy. Yeah, for me at the moment, I think that's one of the biggest time saves is optimizing how much this. I'm gonna like that one. I'm gonna completely ignore. I don't need it. Oh. There we go. Like, sometimes I'll go for that one and ignore that one. Probably could have shotgun blast that one. So those are the good ones. Where you could... the shotgun blast is the quickest way of dealing with... Oh! Is the quickest way of dealing with them. But obviously, sometimes you can't be in position for that. Right, let's... only get the one upgrade this time. crystals.
Ready to taste my arrows?
Nice, that was a good fight.
Show's over. Great, I can go this way.
Yeah, that was a pretty good fight actually.
It looks like the barn has been abandoned.
Wee, boing,
I'm in the cabin, guys.
boing.
There's nobody here.
Nobody?
Cool. And as usual, we will
It looks like
start skipping fights again.
Oh, that's weird. Old man Fork would never abandon his precious harvest.
So that's a nice, easy one to get.
This is all because of that creature.
If it attacks humans too, that's really bad.
Then we want to go out of bounds over here. Oh, come on, round. There we go. And then here, it's actually better to go round there because then we can dash more. We want to be on the ground as much as possible in this game because it's the fastest way of traversing. Because of this dash. Cool. Wow, that was a pretty hefty time save.
Hello.
So we need to be working towards 8,000. I am currently at... when the game wants to tell me. $3,000, so I've got 5,000 to get. So this is going to be a bit of a test to see, but have I been a bit too... Oh, that was bad. That's actually a really bad time loss. Oh, there's actually some more around that corner I could have gotten. The lily pad quite often gives you quite the boost forwards when you jump. But sometimes it can be a bit tricky to tell. I have to take those out. I just find it a bit easier to then deal with this if I'm not being shot at. Oh, that's going to be a time save though, because this took me a few attempts last time. There we go. That was much quicker. There we go. Dash, 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 jump, dash, 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 dash. That is, there's actually water there. If I,
What just happened at the hovel? Visitors just teleported here, and you know them really well.
No, they aren't visitors. It's Papa Smurf.
There we go.
Gotchi, and
Oh.
Dimwitty, I wanted to make it a surprise. Give me the Smurfy dog.
Amazing. I hope they'll be able to help us with this creature.
Someone explain what we're doing in that hole in Gargoyle's house.
Hey, are you always this rude when you show up at someone else's house?
Right, Storm, I have to go.
Oh, I probably could have blasted that one.
Great. Talk to you later.
So we need to be working towards 8k. I'm at 5,000. There we go. Those ones are fine. We've got to wait for these lily pads anyway. Huh. Huh. I think that was probably a bit quicker than usual. Oh! Oh, I made those lily pads. I usually have to wait there. Was that because I was too slow? So I hit the next ones? Or was that me being quick enough to hit it? I have no idea. Genuinely no idea. I don't know whether I was too slow or fast enough there. It was one or the other. As we hit that shadow, that's kind of when we can jump off the water lily.
Watch out, it's going to smurf. My bow is at the ready. And let's go. Let's stay alert. The path is open.
All good. And there. Huh. Slam. We'll ignore that one. That's quite out of the way. Check how I'm doing though.
Let's stay alert.
We can ignore this fight. Slam there though. Get those ones. It was funky just exactly how you get up that one. Alright. How am I doing? Am I closing on an 8k yet? 6,000. We've still got plenty of time before the upgrade, so it should be fine. So you don't get a lot from killing enemies. Particularly these enemies.
I hate them all. Nobody else is getting in my way.
See, I'm still going to go and grab this one. That's the one that you don't have to grab. But I'm grabbing it because I do think it's going to be better in the long run to grab it. Because it gives me that opportunity to try and do that skip and not have to worry about going and grabbing the stuff if I do manage it like really well.
I can see you everywhere.
I can see you everywhere. Whoops. Unfortunately, that's... Oh no, luckily that just puts me back here.
Let's stay alert. Look out, I'm being attacked. Let's stay alert. Let's stay alert.
Come on. There we go.
Let's stay alert.
Oh! That's annoying because that was a time save.
Look out, I'm being attacked.
The trick with that bit there is I didn't want to, I shouldn't have...
The path is open.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to make that.
Let's stay alert.
I actually don't need to... Oh, I don't actually need to get up there. And here I should be trying to kill stuff. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Slam that. Okay, I'm getting a little worried that I'm not good enough. There is quite a bit here to get. So what I might do is I might I might try and add a bit more of an idea of how much I'm supposed to have for every level. So not to say, oh, this is when your next upgrade is and this is how much I need. More a case of, by the end of this level, I really should have this much. Because right now, I am 500 off. I believe, because we're going to do it here. Yep, I am 500 off. Damn it. So there you go. To better answer the question from earlier, why are you breaking almost all of the greenstone? Because you freaking have to. I have been far too liberal this time around with the amount of greenstone that I have skipped. This isn't going to be anywhere near enough to...
I still have my eye on you.
Yeah, needed to get just a little bit more. I would reset and give this another go, but I haven't got time now. So yeah, Solus is going to be a little bit slow again. One thing I do think I need to do is I think I need to increase my camera and aiming sensitivity, because you need to be able to move from that shooting his hand to shooting his chest pretty quickly. And I am not that fast at doing that. See, that was quite slow. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was lucky. It didn't quite overheat. Yeah, now that I'm getting better at this fight, just generally anyway, I do think I can probably get the faster version of the fight done. Where you skip that, the fight's already over. Yeah. Still massively ahead. Still massively ahead of where I was earlier. So that's obviously better.
And there, now you can modify even more with the things you collect during your adventures.
All right, on to Icy Ambush.
Winnie, you need to tell us exactly where you are.
Hello. Well, I don't know. There are walls everywhere.
He must be in a human's house.
Smurf outdoors.
I shouldn't need to worry about upgrading the Smurfo mix until the next upgrade moment. I shouldn't need to worry about like catching up with where I've missed.
Hello? Looks like they've hung up.
Although it is worth noting, I still need whatever my next goal is. I need an extra 2,500. Cool. There we go. So, deloaded. Also, because we deload there, we don't get any level music for this level until we then hit the next loading trigger. It's all very quiet and lonely, this level. Dash, 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 dash. There we go. I probably at some point will try and do a bit of exploration in some of the later levels, because I do imagine with this game that there probably is more to discover yet. That's a tricky one because there's no death plane down there, and if at any point you just land somewhere where you shouldn't, if you then take a death, you will go back to wherever you landed. The transition between these two games has been quite jarring. Because I've been learning this completely off stream, it has been a case of, you know, whilst on stream, I'm learning Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And then once the stream's over, I'm learning the Smurfs.
There you go.
Two very, very different types of game. I'll grab those because I'm behind.
Hey, who's talking to me? I can't hear anything either.
Dinwiddie, stop playing around. This is a very serious situation.
In fact, I am tempted to get the upgrade now just so that I'm then not trying to add on 2,500. Well, no, I only have to add on 2,500. 2,500 is not a difficult number to add on to whatever the next number is. Alright, let's see if I can get this one done. Oh, I'm supposed to butt bounce there because it's quicker to fall. There we go. Two attempts there. I need to I actually need to have a look at like the Discord server and try and find out what you're supposed to be doing there. No. Oh. Say that is the one jump that if you fail, the run's dead. It's probably not the only one, but it's certainly the hardest, because, like, that one, I don't know if that one would cause you to fail. Cool. And then the rest of this level is pretty plain sailing after this bit. Shoo. Just a lot of mashing the square button. This is a big fight. This is a huge fighting arena. It just doesn't spawn in properly. There we go. That's this level finished. Cool. That was good. Oh, nice. 3 minutes ahead there. This is my best opportunity to catch up. So 26.5, so 29k is what I'm aiming for right now.
You just want to order me around.
Okay, let him get on with it and we'll try to guide him. Dimwitty, keep on going, and please, be careful out there.
This one, it's actually just easier to hit that so that I then don't have to worry about it there. grab that one just because I'm a little behind. You can't... Oh. Oh, I hadn't been doing that. So those ones in particular, like that's a massive amount of greenstone. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So sometimes it's not even about like distance. Sometimes it is just the amount of greenstone you can get from one area is massive. Right, I failed this jump last time. There we go. That's better. So that's time save. Sorry, what? I don't recall pushing start. Not quite sure what happened there. Oh, careful. No, dimwitty. Gotta be careful not to... You don't want to touch the floor there. It's like here again, that one. That's a massive amount of greenstone. So we want it. I grabbed the honey there. I didn't actually need it.
Where are you, little creatures?
Oh, I missed it that time. There we go. Second time's the charm. No. Oh, okay. Luckily, I'll only respawn. Oh, that's a nasty time loss. I thought I'd respawn a bit earlier than that, but apparently not. Hopefully with some of the other stuff I've done, I'll have made up some time. Off we go. Do. Oh, nearly. There we go.
I need to hang on tight.
26 and a half. 29. I mean, but 29k the next upgrade. So let's do a check on whereabouts I am in a second. Oh, okay. So this is the. So that's the trick that was that the video was talking about, where Dimwitty's suddenly faster. Almost like I'm being pushed by wind. That was oh. That was weird. But I think that's the trick that the tutorial video, well, I say tutorial, the world record video was talking about. Whee! Time to ignore some Christo Toads.
Ask for the way.
I'm going to ask for the way. Dimwitty's the best Smurf for dialogue, but his special ability is the worst one in the game. It's not there, is it? It's not there. There we go. That one's a little awkward. There we go. We got there in the end. Oh, that's a little extra jump there. What's here? Oh, you didn't want it. You want to jump for me, buddy? Another fight we can skip. Oh, didn't quite get around that properly. Try that again. Oh, come on. This is being mean. There we go. Save the dash for last. Oh, that one you shouldn't save the dash for last. Oh, really? Oh, I'm surprised. Oh, come on. What? Oh, it has. Okay, it hasn't put me back there this time. What the f... There we go. Oh my... Where am I... Why? Why is this going so horribly wrong? There we go. Might want to grab some health at some point. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, okay, I always forget that one. Okay, hopefully I've made up that time elsewhere in this level, but we'll see. Oh, that should have been a dash. Should have been a bounce.
Whoa, it's really narrow.
Where am I at now? 19k. Oh, still got a way to go yet. This bit you got to be very careful on because if you fall off, the game puts you back on the last stable ground, and none of this counts as stable ground. Now I think I'm back on stable ground. Can ignore that one over there. very, very close to... In fact, I have no health. Oof, that was close. I did not do a very good job of that. It's one thing I'm not very good at yet, is remembering when those plants are coming up. Go, Dimwitty, go! Oh. There.
Shoo! Ha-ha! There are human smurfer bobs again. Must be on the right path.
Out of here. I know, I missed a lot of greenstone there. It's quite low on health. So take that a bit. Don't worry as much about the greenstone there. For some reason, the portal there is like covers the whole space. Nice.
And hop. Shoo. When you got a smurf, you got a smurf. Okay, let's stay alert.
Nice, that was a bit cleaner than last time. Push that again. How am I doing? 25.5k, so I've still got another... I still got another 2,500 to go. I made a right mess of this bit. I'm gonna, just because I know I've still got quite a bit to go. This should be it. This should be a time save because I completely screwed this bit up earlier.
Wow, that's cool.
Just playing that a little bit safe. 26.5. Not far off. In fact, I think I've got it. 29, yeah, I've got it.
Okay, let's stay
Just,
Look out! I'm being attacked!
come on, there we go.
Look out! I'm being attacked!
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm on track now.
I'm so clever. I found a mine. Hey. Shoo.
There we go.
Where did it go?
Cursed alchemists. Now they've teamed up with a bunch of blue pixies.
Who's crouching? Is that you, Grouchy?
Obviously, even though I am now back on track, I'm still going to get the ones that are nearby because I've got, you know, more stuff to get later. But that is finally the end of Depths of the Mountain, and that is a big PB on that. 1 minute 10 saved. 4:12 ahead's really nice. So I was about, I think I said I was like 20 minutes behind where world record was at the point last time. So, and I do think that most of that is down to me just doing better at, doing better at, getting greenstone quicker. I'm not wasting so much time trying to grab it all.
I hope never to see you again. That was my last warning. Forget about me and leave me in peace.
Can't let you do that, Stolas. Sorry, pal.
I'm going to call this the Blue Slope.
There we go. Essence of Stolas. I don't think the essences of Stolas actually do anything. The avalanche isn't avalanching anymore.
Ooh, I'm in great shape.
In fact, I think, if I remember correctly from watching the world record, that one's optional as well.
It's really narrow. Let's try not to fall.
So that might be another one to not worry so much about. Particularly if I'm getting other spare ones.
The last one to the bottom of the mountain is one of Gargamel's wards.
Oh, I got a bit stuck there.
Shoo.
Oh.
Look out! I'm being attacked!
Don't you have to do the puzzle mechanics for once?
Look out! I'm being attacked! Shoo.
Oh, that was intended, apparently.
Hot stuff.
I like that skip. That's a really nice little skip. And with that one, whilst it would obviously be faster to try and land on that platform, you're being forcibly pushed in that direction. Oh, this is actually where we want to... Oh no, no, I've got the right one. Cool. That was a little bit slow. A little bit slow because I had to obviously do all my upgrades, but I think I've still saved some time elsewhere. It's a lot of greenstone, so we definitely take that one. That one we've got to go next to, so we'll definitely get that one. Hup. Hup. Yep. Probably could have shotgun blast that one. That was nice.
Watch out, it's gonna smurf.
Oh, there we go.
Yeehaw! I've got another go. Smurfing all the way. Hup. Hup.
Let's challenge that way. Don't need to go that way.
Hello, Dimwitty. Can you hear us? Storm and I have smurfed up an idea about Stolas.
One that you like, given that you want to be pals with him.
Oh, yes! Well, even though he plays tricks on me.
We don't think much of Gargamel's plan to imprison Stolas.
Especially since it sounds like he's already spent a long time in there. We've smurfed away to save your new friend.
You could say he is the prisoner of the green stone.
I'll see you later. And don't mention it to Gargamel, you hear?
Smurfs the word.
Smurfs the word. Right, there's a bit of a time save here if I can get this first try. No, apparently I can't. Oh, I really hate this one. There we go. Come on.
Okay, let's stay alive.
Gotcha. Okay, that was at least faster than the last time.
I'm being attacked.
Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. No. What? Okay, that sucks. That's the first time I've ever failed that. That was awkward. Oh, go on, Dimwitty. Wee. There we go. We are nearly at the end. Let's get end of everything I've learned so far.
Dimwitty, can you smurf your way?
Yes, I think so.
Hello? Dimwitty.
Yeah, I can hear you. You don't need to repeat everything. Oh, I've just reached the village of trees, Papa Smurf.
It's called the forest, Dimwitty. But that's a good sign. It means you've reached the foot of the mountains.
Cool, and there we go. Dimwitty done. Was another 30 seconds saved.
Hey,
Move on to Brainy.
Now you can.
I don't know if I haven't actually watched the video to see if there's any. Oh, I've still got to talk to Gargamel, haven't I? Idiot.
I don't. Oh, Hey,
Hey.
hey, hey.
Cool, I still save time apparently. Cool, there we go. Under an hour now to get to Boiling Baths, 57:19. 57.19. I will. I'll once again. I'm gonna go and check the world records, just to remind myself where the world records are at this point. Cool, and we can compare numbers again as well. So for timing, if I could see the whole bloody thing. For timing, 46.34. So I'm now only 10, all right, 11 minutes behind. That is a heck of a lot better. 11 minutes behind, and world record is on 9,000 stone and 15 eggs. And right now I am on 10,000 stone and 25 eggs. So I still have one egg spare. Because it says, I say one egg spare because every one of those plants that you get is 10. It is always 10. Quite why they did it that way, I don't know. It would have made more sense just hit the plant once to destroy it and get one and just make everything more. I don't know. Or hit the plant once and get 10. I don't know. So I'm only 1,000 stone ahead. So, you know, there's still, I'm certainly getting closer to being on the right track, but as we know, I was still kind of behind early on. All right. We've got another 20 minutes before I do have to end the stream early. This is certainly a lot better. That was a lot better. I feel much better about that one. And apart from the very first split, every single one of them was gold. So I am massively improving, which is good. So we'll take all of those best segments and we will now whack those into segment times. 57.15 to enter the land of fire. Cool. So what I want to do now before we finish, I am going to have one practice at one specific bit of the game. So I need to close the game down and do some save game shenanigans. Delete that one. Backups. Storm 3. Change the name to Flow. And boot the game back up. So now that I have gotten a lot better at the first boss fight, especially as that first boss fight I've been doing under leveled, I'm going to do Enchanted River again, make sure that I am not under leveled, and actually give the whole thing a proper go. See if I can do the boss in one attempt this time. So, unfortunately, there are no saves available to go straight to the boss. I do have to do the whole of the Enchanted River. There we go. That one's really awkward. That one's definitely one of the most awkward ones. Dash, 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 dash. Probably do a jump there to avoid just... Oh dear. Please don't put me back. Oh. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever made that error. But yeah, one issue with that is as I've said before, quite often the game will put you back on the last piece of stable ground that you were on. And yeah, being on top of that log was the last piece of stable ground that the game recognizes. Doesn't recognize any of this out of bounds as stable ground. That's better.
Hello, Storm. You'll never smurf what just happened at the hovel. Visitors just teleported here, and you know them really well.
No, they aren't visitors. It's Papa Smurf.
Oh.
Grouchy, and
Dimwit, I wanted to make it a surprise. Give me the Smurfy doggy.
Amazing. I hope they'll be able to help us with this creature.
Somebody explain what we're doing in that horrible gargoyle's house.
Hey, are you always this rude when you show up at someone else's house?
Right, Storm, I have to go. I need to smurf the situation to them.
Great. Talk to you later.
Dash, 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 dash.
One down. Who's next?
Don't do it very often, but you can zoom in. You can zoom in and your fire rate. In fact, actually, one thing I haven't done yet is I was going to just increase my sensitivity whilst aiming. I'm going to increase it to just to 60% because I don't want it to be too out of whack. Just enough so that it's a bit easier to turn and get to Stolas. Didn't hit the lily pads this time, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with those lily pads. I do think that what I was really slow at hitting the extendo plant. And that's what I'm going to call. I don't know if it has an official name, but I'm going to call it the extendo plant. Wait for the lily pad to hit those shadows.
Quick, let's jump off the water lily. Let's stay alert. All done.
Bit eager with the bow and arrow there. Could have been a bit tighter with that. Welcome back, Cosmic. These are the ones I really like. The ones that are just, nah, can't be arsed.
Stay alert. I can use my bow.
Like, no, can't be arsed. I'm just gonna... Just like, nah, we'll just skip it.
All done.
We don't care. We'll just skip the fight. Why not? That feels a bit faster. I'm assuming when it says whilst aiming, it does mean both just aiming freely, because you can see this is free aiming, and then this is locked aiming. So you just zoom in a bit further. Oh, supposed to go there a bit quicker. Maybe I will stop. Maybe I will stop getting that one. Oh, I got a bit trapped there. Yeah, I will stop getting that plant. I'm always ahead. Whoa! That was a bit close. Oh, didn't think I was going to make that then. Oh, stupid. Wait for the next one now. Just gotta wait for the next one now. Just gotta wait for the next one now. There will be a next one, right? The next one? I wonder if the next one hasn't spawned because I haven't shot the blocks. Looks. There we go. Okay, I'll take a death. That fixes it apparently.
I can see you everywhere.
Okay, that's definitely the fastest route through there. Oh, this one's slightly annoying. So this one, you really, there you go. Oh, seriously? God damn it!
I can feel the last of my strength going.
Oh, come on!
Look out! I'm being attacked. Let's stay alert.
This is really annoying me. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful.
Let's stay alert. I feel dizzy.
I actually taken a death. Oh, and the game has crashed. I got a fatal error. The game crashed. Okay, hopefully when I continue, I'll continue from the most recent checkpoint. But that was funky. That's the first time I've had the game crash.
I can see you
Okay,
everywhere.
so we're only here.
Look out! I'm being attacked.
That was better.
One down. Who's next?
Just need to get far enough over.
All done.
Of course, because I took that checkpoint, I don't have my my bow ready. It's useful to know that I don't have to jump up onto that ledge. We're nearly at the point where I'm intending to practice. I've only got 10 minutes. There we go. It's fine. Smash. Now you can use your bow. Gee, thanks.
A super fine.
And yes, you do want to be right up next to those plants when you use them, because they you gather the stuff quicker if you're right up against right on top of them.
Time for a clean sweep.
Extendo plants. Whee! Oh, I missed the upgrade, but oh well. I'm still short. Unfortunately, I think that's a checkpoint. It's not. The checkpoint's here, but there's no more. I'm still behind. How the heck am I still behind here? I don't know how. I'll be honest, I don't know how far back I can go. I can't go back there because I can't. Should be like that. There are some lily pads down there. I don't know if that means that... No, that's not going back to a previous part. Typical, that ledge doesn't have any any blocks on it. So yeah, I am once again stuck. So that was definitely worth all the time I've just done to at least get that. Yeah, I can't get all the upgrades I need again, and there's some enemies to kill here, but it's not enough. This has been a complete waste of time, unfortunately, and we don't have time to repeat it.
Attack!
Clearly, I need to be a lot more careful with. So in the early game, I need to be a lot more careful with getting getting greenstone. Actually, I might. I'm 35 off. 35 greenstone off. Unless there's like any just lying around here to shoot at from a distance, because that sometimes happens. No, doesn't look like there's any. God damn it. There's no enemies, there's no... I just need just one block of greenstone just lying around. I can't believe I'm that close to it. No. Alright, well, we might as well try... I might as well try the fight against Stolas. But...
Happy to meet you. Now scrap.
Look out, I'm being attacked!
That was just an appetizer. Now let's get on with the main course.
I feel stronger than ever.
What I might be able to do, it's not going to be particularly effective.
Watch out, it's going to overheat.
Is because there's some enemies now. Now I've got enough.
Go back where you came from, you little squirt.
I'm so close to finishing the fight. I can definitely do this fight in one and finish it early. If I just if I could just get enough greenstone. That's apart from going into the menu to get the upgrade. That's probably still the fastest I've done that fight. It's freaking less than 100 off. All right. Well, I've learned something today. And I hope you've learned something today. All right. That is unfortunately going to have to be it for today. We are cutting an hour early because I've got a meeting to go to. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll do something different on Thursday. I'm not going to do every single stream of this, but I do now need to start regularly doing this. I'm going to try and learn the other levels off stream. So we're not doing another learning stream because we've done a lot of learning streams lately. With Rising Revengeance. So would probably do Rising Revengeance on Thursday. There'll be some practice with boss fights and stuff like that. But we'll see how we get on. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Have a great couple of days. See you on Thursday. Good night.